Hey guys, welcome back to another Forza Motorsport 7 video and the start of a new series. I'm calling this the 60-minute challenge. It's quite simple. Basically, I drive any car around the Nordschleife layout of the Nürburgring and for 15 minutes, and then in the top right hand corner that shows me the distance I've driven in that time. I then times that by 4 to get what I would have done if I had done it for an hour, if that makes sense. Basically giving me an average speed in miles an hour of me going around the Nordschleife in that car. That's a lot of words. I hope that makes sense. In this series I'll be able to use any cars, so like any setup, so stock, homologated or custom. I think I'm going to do every class apart from X class because that will just dominate this series. I will try and keep track of a leaderboard. I'm playing around with a few ideas of how to make a leaderboard video. If you guys have any ideas of how I could do that, please let me know. Like in my How Much Faster series, I'll be taking your suggestions. So you could choose any car, any specific thing about it. So say you wanted a specific car, you could say literally just turbo it and see how it does against the stock version or all the other cars. Basically this is a free-for-all and I just want to get an ultimate leaderboard of cars, but this way it gives it a solid number rather than a time, so it's almost like a point-based leaderboard rather than a time-based leaderboard. Making it a lot easier to visualize the difference between the cars. So I think that's a lot of talking out of the way. I'm going to get into the first ever car we're going to use, which is the 1979 Opel Kadett CGT-E. So the format in which I have this car is stock. It's E-Class 255, so no upgrades, and I think that's all we need to know. The reason I chose 15 minutes and not just do the whole hour, because an hour-long video is just ridiculous, and this makes it a quarter of the time, but gives that end result nonetheless. If you like this idea, please let me know down below. I will still be doing the How Much Faster video, but I've spent all my money in the game, so because I had a few more cars to unlock and I now own every single car in the game. I literally spent 50 million in like 10 minutes. Let's just jump right in. So if you see up in the top right hand corner, it's a countdown time and also distance. I'll just times that by 4 to get the total. I think this car's stopped, I'm not sure, it feels quite fast. Whoops. Trying to look for my calculator that I had beside me. I've misplaced it. Ah, there it is. Just for when we've finished, we can quickly work out the total score. This is kind of an odd car to set a benchmark with, but I thought I'd start with one of the slower cars, rather than going for a really fast car to begin with. We are nearly a third of the way through. I like this car, I know it's not the same year Opel Kadett as in the Top Gear one where Hammond calls it Oliver, but after watching that I just grew a love for the Opel Kadett. I don't know what it is. It's just a fun car. So obviously one thing about this series is bigger is better. The bigger the score, the better, rather than the smaller the time, the better. So it's easier to visualise who's winning. I think this is just a better way of getting a score-based leaderboard going. I've been playing with ideas of how to do this for ages in my head, and I've kind of settled on it now. I was like trying to work out whether I should split it up into different class categories. So like just E-class, just D-class, just B, A, all of those. And then I just settled on just having it for a free-for-all. Anything goes, really. It just gives a lot of freedom for what we could do. It's like if you so wished, you could choose a Bugatti Veyron with just weight reduction, or you could just have it stock or homologated. Just power, or just handling parts. Like, it's really endless. We are over halfway, I've just realised. So the end result is basically going to be an average speed. So if it scores like 80 miles, it averaged 80 miles an hour around the track. Those 15 minutes. I just like this sort of thing, 'cause I'm a numbers guy, I like statistics, and I like just comparing loads of different things to one another. And the fact there's so many variables for this, like, we could have some interesting cars that are actually rivals to each other. If I so wished, I could upgrade this so it fits into A-class, and it could be like up against Mustangs and Mercedes, and it just gives cars like a chance to compare against one another in so many different ways. I hope you like the concept. It might be a bit boring to watch, so I always say this with my videos. Feel free to just skip to the end to see the result. Another good thing is all the videos should be the same length, so just by looking at the time on the video, you won't be able to tell who's winning. I think if we manage to get to like episode 100, which would be mental, I think I will only keep track of the top 100 after that. So if a car falls into 101st place, I won't include that in a leaderboard video, just so like it limits how long a leaderboard video could get. Coming up to the last 30 seconds of our Opel Kadett. Let's see if it can. I don't think it's going to. It might just make it to 20 miles. Nah, I don't. Maybe. It's going to be close. Yay, it made it 20. 20.1 miles for the Opel Kadett. So I don't even need to use a calculator for that. That's 80.4. So, Opel Kadett, first ever episode. If you like this concept, please leave a like and subscribe and comment down below. Also comment any cars you would like to see. From previous experience, maybe like one or two suggestions per person per video, because then I don't get what's the word? Just so I don't get drowned by all of the suggestions, and so that everyone's suggestion will actually get a chance of being seen like relatively soon after they make it. But thank you for watching, guys. Peace out and bye.